20 years ago, my freshman year of college, I worked all summer long to be able to afford my Taylor 414 CE acoustic guitar. It was the most expensive thing I had ever purchased at that time in my life, and I have cherished this guitar for the majority of my life. Now, for the last 3 years, I've been living in Puerto Rico, renting a house, and to keep this guitar safe, I've left it locked up in one of my rental properties in the States in a closet. Now, I recently bought a house in Puerto Rico. I also recently had a son, and I thought now's the time for me to bring the guitar down to Puerto Rico. I want to be able to play this guitar with my son, but when I went to look for it, it wasn't there. Now, at this point, I didn't think the guitar was stolen, but I was thinking, you know, I might have to pay to replace this guitar. I wonder how much used Taylors cost. So I just quickly decided to look up Facebook Marketplace, and the very first guitar for sale that had been put up for sale that day was a Taylor 414 CE guitar. And I didn't think it was my guitar, but I just thought, wow, that's a wacky coincidence. I know it's a somewhat common guitar, but for it to have just gone up for sale today, that's kind of strange. But then I started looking at the photos in the listing, and there's just a couple of little details about the guitar that look kind of familiar to me. And the issue is that I didn't have any up-close photos of my guitar. I hadn't even seen my guitar in the last 3 years. But I remembered there was this one Airbnb shot with my guitar hanging up in the corner. And so I decided to zoom into that shot and compare these two guitars. Here is an old picture of my guitar zoomed in. Here's the one that's for sale on Facebook. Do you think that is my guitar?
I feel like it's clearly like a similar brand and stuff, but
I mean, it's the exact same model. It is this, I know that.
There's this like little red patch, and that's not there.
That's a lighting thing. I think they look pretty similar. So see there's this dark line right here and this light band. I feel like there's a dark band right there
But then there's not a white line next to the dark band.
Yeah.
David. Nope. So I just talked to my mom, and we figured out that I bought the guitar in 2002, and the guitar for sale is a 2002 guitar.
No.
What is the chance of that?
That is sketch.
My mom says that she may have kept the receipt for 20 years. She says she has to look when she gets home.
What?
But she says, I keep every receipt for things that are important.
Like every grandpa ever.
Exactly, yeah. Quite possibly the craziest part of this entire story is that not only had my mother kept a receipt for a guitar that I bought with my own money 20 years ago, she knew that receipts fade with time. So she made a photocopy of the receipt. So she had the original receipt, and it had faded so much you couldn't read it anymore. And she also had the photocopy that you could read perfectly. Patrick, it's my guitar. The serial numbers match.
How do you know that?
My mom had a receipt from 20 years ago, and I can see the numbers in the
like
sound
a physical receipt.
Yes.
And the number is on the receipt?
Yes, man.
No way.
Yes. So we're calling Ron, the guy with my stolen guitar. Hey Ron, this is Lee. I'm the one interested in the guitar. Did you get it from a store, or did you get it from an individual?
Got it from an individual.
I'll give you a call tomorrow, and we'll pick a time to meet up. It seems like he's not the one who stole it. Or he's lying. I don't know. Is there any way that I can speak with a county sheriff or a deputy? All right, I am here at this guy's house. I'm a couple houses down, waiting for a police officer and a sheriff's deputy. I have no idea what is about to happen. I don't know if he stole this. I don't know if his son-in-law stole this. I don't know if he's, literally just bought a used guitar from somebody and is, it's about to be bum rushed by 2 police officers. I don't know. I buy used stuff all the time off of eBay and Facebook, and how would I know if it was stolen? I would love to be able to record video of all of this, but I don't think I can get away with it. So I'm going to attempt to record audio so we have something. Do I need to talk, or are you guys going to talk?
I'll talk to you.
Okay.
Where did you get the guitar from?
Megapon.
Megapon? Whoever pawned the guitar, they stole it. Do you mind if we take a look at the guitar?
Absolutely not.
So where's
The serial number matches as far as you can tell.
2082 is my serial number. The day I knew it was missing, it went up for sale on Facebook. I didn't look for it for months or years. I looked for it for 1 minute, and there it was on Facebook Marketplace. But it could have been stolen 3 years ago. I don't know.
I'm glad you got your guitar back. I'm sorry.
I am sorry this happened to you as well. Hopefully we'll get to the bottom of it.
Thank you.
All right. I got the guitar. I'm feeling good. The guy was really nice. I felt bad for him. Now I'm going to the pawn shop. I got to figure out who robbed me. All right, here I am. Let's see if they'll give me a name. I was wondering if I could get the name of the person who pawned this. I'm afraid that he might still be working for me and robbing me.
I couldn't tell you that, unfortunately. I have to guess a roll. But yeah, it was done in June last year.
So the pawn guys wouldn't tell me the name, but they said it was a male, and they said he pawned it in June of this year. So then I called my property manager and I said, hey, who's been cleaning the house this summer? Any males? And he was like, only one male. I got it.
All right, what's the story?
Oh, it's a crazy story. So I just got a call from the police officer, and he admitted that the person who pawned the guitar's name is Chris Harris. The only male cleaner we've ever had in this house, his name is Chris Harris. So it's definitely that guy. Now, I was fully expecting Ron to get all of his money back. He was completely innocent in this. The cops said that the pawn shop should have insurance, and even if they didn't, they should give this guy his money back. But Ron called me earlier today and said he didn't think they were going to give him his money back. And so we agreed to split the difference 50-50. So at most, I'm gonna have to pay another $500 for this guitar. But honestly, that is such a small price to pay. I can't tell you how excited I am to have this guitar back. I'm not a very sentimental person, but this is probably the oldest thing I own at this point, and especially now after losing it, finding it, getting it back. I guarantee you I'm going to keep this guitar for the rest of my life, and one day my son and hopefully his grandson will be enjoying it as well. Oh, and you're probably wondering what happened to the guy who actually robbed me. Well, as far as I know, there's currently a warrant out for his arrest, and the police officer told me that I will have to testify against him. So if I move back to Puerto Rico and there's a court date, I'm going to have to fly back to the United States just to testify against him. So I'll definitely keep you guys updated, but as of right now, they're looking for him. That's all I know.